Hello children, today we will see fourth chapter. In fourth chapter we will see from characteristic features. The characteristic features of a sole trader are: first one, ownership by one man, freedom of work and quick decisions, unlimited liability, enjoying entire profit, absence of government regulation, no separate entity, maintenance of secrecy. These are all characteristics of a sole trader. First we will see about ownership by one man. This is owned by single person. The sole trader contribute the required capital. He is not only the owner of the business but also the manager of the entire affairs. Next characteristic is freedom of work and quick decisions. Since the individual is himself as a owner, he need not consult anybody else. Hence, he can take quick decision. He will not ask anybody, okay? He will take his own decision quickly. The next characteristic feature is unlimited liability. When his business assets are not sufficient to pay off the business debts, he has to pay from his personal property. Next characteristic feature is enjoying entire profit. He strives tirelessly for the improvement and expansion of his business and enjoy all the benefits of his hard work. He will not share with others. The next one is absence of government regulation. A sole proprietor concern is free from government regulations. No legal formalities are to be observed in its formation, management, or in its closure. So, the sole proprietor will not follow any legal formalities. The next characteristic feature is no separate entity. The sole trading concern comes to an end with death, disability, insanity, and insolvency of the individual. The next characteristic feature is maintenance of secrecy. Since he or she manages all the affairs of the business, the secrecy can be maintained easily because in this sole trading business, the owner himself do all the work. So the business secrecy also maintain easily. These are all the characteristic features of sole trader. Next, we will see the advantages of sole trading. The advantages of sole trading are easy formation, incentive to work hard, credit standing, personal contact with the customers, flexibility. We will see briefly, okay? The first advantages is easy formation. No legal formalities are required to initiate a sole trading concern. Any person capable of entering into a contract can start it, provided he has the necessary resources for it. So, to start the sole trading business, there is no legal formalities. Next one is incentive to work hard. There is a direct relationship between effort and reward. The fact that the entire profit can be taken by himself without sharing with anybody else induces him to work ceaselessly, because if he work hard he gain more profit. So this is the incentive to work hard. Then next one is small capital. Small capital is an important as well as specific advantage of sole proprietorship. Sole proprietor can start business with small capital. This is also one of the advantages of sole trading business. Next one is credit standing. Since his private enterprises or properties are held liable for satisfying business debts, he can get more financial assistance from others. That means if he did not have enough money means he can get financial assistance from others easily. Then next one is personal contact with the customers. Since sole proprietor knows each and every customer individually, he can supply goods according to their taste and preferences, because he only dealing the sales department. Okay, thus he can cultivate personal relationship with the customers. The last advantages is flexibility. The sole trader can easily adjust himself to the changing requirement of his business. So it is more flexible to start the business. Okay, children. Next we will see the disadvantages of sole trader. The following are the disadvantages of a sole trader. First one is limited capital. Since the capital is contributed by one individual person only, business operations have necessarily to be on a limited scale, because only one person is investing the money in the business. So the available money is very limited. Next disadvantages is limited managerial skill. Single person's intelligence and experience may not help him beyond a certain stage, since he has to focus on each and every activity. His managerial ability is bound to be limited. Next disadvantages is unlimited liability. The creditors have the right to recover their dues even from the personal property of the proprietor in case the business assets are not sufficient to pay their debts. Then next one is lack of specialization. Since the business unit is small and the financial resources are limited, experts in different fields cannot be employed to secure maximum advantages, because he had limited money only, so he cannot able to employ a expert person in the business. So here the specialization is lacking. Then next one is hasty decisions. Sole proprietor is more likely to take hasty decision, as he need not consult anybody else, because here he is the only person to take decision. So sometimes the sole proprietor will take hasty decision because he cannot able to consult anybody else. Okay, children. Now we have finished this fourth chapter. Thank you, children.